Welcome back. Well, currently in South Florida, there are over 1.2 million people who are food insecure, and 1 in 9 individuals in South Florida are unsure about where their next meal is coming from.
Yeah, that's right. And September 1st is the start of Hunger Action Month, and joining us now to talk about the efforts of Feeding South Florida is CEO Paco Vélez. Paco, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you guys for having us.
You know, for anyone who's not familiar with Feeding South Florida, talk a little bit about your mission and the communities that you serve.
Our basic mission, we're one of 200 food banks across the United States with Feeding America. Basic mission is to get food from those who have it onto the table of those who need it. And we wrap services around that by helping families navigate the federal benefit application, as well as providing life skills training and workforce training and development.
What are you seeing right now as the major problems, the major issues getting in the way of getting people or getting that food to the people that need it?
So the biggest issues are really families accessing food themselves, whether it's through proximity or through just cost. As inflation continues to separate cost from income, families are coming to us a lot more frequently and with a lot more needs, and we're struggling to bring in as much product as we can. We're thankfully working with Feeding America, going across the country, going to General Mills, Campbell's, all over the United States to bring in some of this food so we can make sure we serve it to not only Palm Beach, but Broward, Miami-Dade, and down in Monroe County as well.
Are you noticing a difference in the groups of people who are coming for help? You know, not just families, maybe elderly, you know, different people who are in need right now?
We've always had older adults who are on a fixed income. That's been folks who have always come to Feeding South Florida. That fixed income puts families or at least older adults in a situation, especially during the end of the month when their benefits run out. Now we're seeing folks who actually have 2 or 3 jobs. We're having folks who would be considered in the middle class who are struggling to help not just themselves but put food on the table for their children. Summer months are extremely critical, so that's where Hunger Action Month comes in, is to let people know once kids go back into school, we want to make sure that folks are raising awareness and using their voice for good.
Yeah, you know, I think we all can understand sort of how inflation affects the need, but give us an idea of where we're at with some of these big companies and the fact that things cost more. Does that mean they have less extra than they used to have?
As a country, I mean, we pride ourselves on work, but we pride ourselves on profit and efficiency, right? So the more efficient our donors get, the less product they have available, the less surplus they have, the less excess they have to donate. So we have to be a lot more innovative to go out there and go into the fields and glean the product ourselves, go in and ask folks to donate a little bit more, and we're even having to purchase some product as well. So we're having to do a lot more, and as companies continue to focus on their profits and their efficiency, then that's where families start to struggle as much as even more than they already are.
This is a great time for people to get involved. You mentioned Hunger Action Month is September, and you've got a range of events and activities that people can get involved with.
We have 30 ways in 30 days to get involved in the month of September.
Great.
So there's no excuse, any day of the month. So we even have a 5K in Okehili Park. We have one every year during Hunger Action Month, and we hope people come out, run, walk, roll, stroll, bring your dog, bring your strollers, bring whatever you want, and be part of the solution to help put food on the table for families. But get your places of worship involved, get your HOA involved, get your businesses involved, your schools, anything like that. We even had family reunions come out and volunteer. So anybody's welcome. There's a place at the table for anybody to get involved.
Well, and where can people find out more information about those events?
For more information, go to our website, feedingsouthflorida.org, and happy to help anyone get involved.
Great.
Paco, thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thank you both.
All right, we got more Art Florida coming up after this. Don't go anywhere.